Hey y'all, it is leg day today. We're doing legs and glutes, a little more of a glute focus today versus just standard all together legs. So I hope you enjoy this workout. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna burn. And I hope you try this one out. So let's get started. I'll show you how everything goes. Alright, so the first exercise today, we're doing body weight squats, just standard air squats, pulsing. I'm going to do 3 sets of 30 just to get my legs warmed up before I add any weight to any of the other exercises. So first exercise, air squats, sets of 30, 3 full sets. Moving into glute squats. So I'm going to step a little farther forward, going with low weight to start. And I'll show you exactly what it looks like. The feet are going to be out wide, kind of Mary Poppins style with your feet. Your feet are going to be, toes are slightly pointed out towards the outside of the Smith machine. So I'll show you the stance and everything, and then as we see. So lower weight when we get started. Under. I'm going to bring my toes, come around this way. I'm going to bring my toes kind of out wide. You see I'm not in a standard squat position. I'm going to take them slightly out wide to where my toes are pointed. So when I sink down, I'm seated and my legs are a little farther forward. So I can dig into my heels, squeeze up all the way up through my hamstrings and until into my glutes. Reset, make sure we're good. And get that nose, my knees don't come back. At the top, stay down, and squeeze to the top. And make sure your butt sinks at least to your knees, if not deeper. We're doing sets of 10. We're doing 3 sets of 10 just like this. First set, take about 10 to 15 seconds break, and then start over with the same set, same stance, everything. Alright, now I'm moving into a superset. One thing I want to note and share with you before I go any further, this workout, I want you to move. I don't want you to take a whole lot of breaks between 10 to 15 seconds in between, even in between supersets. Grab water and move. You want to keep your heart rate up the whole time. So I'm going to do a superset here. One exercise of body weight, one exercise with actual weight and a machine. I'm also going to show you a way, if you don't have a leg extension machine, of how to do this move with a dumbbell. So first, I'm going to do one superset the way with the machine. So we're going to do leg extensions. We're going to do sets of 15 sets of leg extensions and 20 plyo lunges, hopping lunges. So, going to ease in, ease up, start with low weight, going to warm up the quads, get the legs moving a little bit more before you move on. Easing through the quads as you come in, and my toes kind of slightly turn in as I'm pushing up, just to give a little more emphasis on my quads. Alright, so we'll lock, undo, no break, going straight into plyo lunges. We're going to do 20, staying low. 10 each leg. Go as fast as you can, but don't lose forms. You want to keep it speedy, but not losing form. Form is the focus. Alright, so that's the first superset. I'm going to do 4 supersets just like that. If you don't have a leg press machine or leg extension machine, come on, we're going to go over it. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this with a dumbbell. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. Find yourself a bench. If you have a chair at home, perfectly fine too. You want to take your dumbbell and put it right in the curve of your foot on the inside of your feet, okay? These dumbbells are a little more flat on the ends, so it makes it a little bit easier, but you're going to extend, curl in, and extend again. Now, you might have to do a few extra reps just to make it worth your while if your weight is a little too low, but it works just the same either way. All right, set number 2, I'm gonna get started back over there. All right, so we're transitioning, kind of going back and forth with this workout. We're working a little bit of quads, front of the legs, and then back of the legs. So we're alternating every superset or every exercise. So we just worked quads, and now we're gonna work a little more glutes. So both of these exercises that I'm about to do in the superset are for the glutes. I've got a bench here that's slightly inclined. So I didn't incline it, but just the first notch up, just because equilibrium is kind of a thing. When you go down this way, all the blood flows to your head and then you get dizzy and it's just a whole thing. So I've got it slightly bent. I've got one glute band, and then I also have a 50-pound dumbbell. Now, the weight on this is gonna be individual. So this is my weight. Don't use my weight as your weight unless you have worked yourself up to that. So start kind of low, feel the move, go from there. First exercise is I'm gonna put the glute band. My knees are here. I'm gonna put it slightly above my knees, probably like, I don't know, what'd you say, that's like 2 inches above my knee. So that's where it's gonna be. I'm gonna go over the top of this bench, and I'm gonna make sure that my hips can completely bend over the top and that my knees can bend down from the back. So you want this full bend, 90 degrees with your knees down. Now, depending on where you wanna hold, it's up to you. I kinda like to hold here or here, just wherever I feel most comfortable. And then you're gonna bring your legs up, flex your feet, and you're gonna squeeze up and line. So ease down, squeeze the glutes together and push out. So you're gonna push out from the inside. Push the band outward. You're gonna do 15 reps of this, squeezing. So try not to chicken it and look out. Push down. Squeeze and down. So you're gonna hold slightly before you ease back down. We're gonna do 15 of those. Stand up, kind of get your breath, get your eyes back to where they need to be. And I took it off, but you actually need it again. You don't have to use this, but this is just an added extra tension. So I'm gonna put it back in the same spot, bring the dumbbell right in front of me. I'm gonna take my feet out wide, slightly like what we were doing earlier on the leg squat machine, Smith machine. Heels are dug in. You're gonna push your legs out slightly. Don't lock your knees. Keep them nice and relaxed, slightly bent. Bend over, your back is gonna be flat. You don't wanna hunch over. Back's gonna be flat, and you're gonna squeeze through your heels to the top. Not bending, or excuse me, not locking your knees, but bending over, squeezing to the top. So I'll kind of show you from the front and to the side, so you can see both angles. Digging in through the heels, squeezing the glutes, nice and tight. You'll be kind of shaky by this point. You're gonna do 10 reps of that. So that's a superset. Take about 10 to 15 second break, and then you're gonna hop right back on. We're gonna do 3 sets. Okay, now moving on, our next superset. We're doing a little more glutes with this one as well as quads. So we're gonna superset those together. So our first exercise is gonna be on the Smith machine. If you have free weights, you can do this. I'll show you a way to do that, but the main focus is going to be with the Smith machine. Figure out your weight. If you are unfamiliar with this move, you've never been taught how to do it correctly in person, or if you're not sure what weight to use, just use body weight and just focus on the muscle you need to focus on. It's going to work just the same, okay? All right, so first things first, have a mat underneath you. We don't have mats right now because of COVID. So we've got some towels that I'm going to put underneath my knees. Get yourself set up to where you can sit down flat on your knees and be sitting straight up. Okay, so that's where you want to set your bar up. From there, we're going to unrack the bar. So I'm standing straight up. You're going to sit all the way down until your booty taps your heels, and then dig through your glutes to squeeze up. So squeeze to the top. Pretend there's a beach ball between your booty, and you want to pop that beach ball down and squeeze.
All
right, y'all, we had a slight glitch in the video audio, so I'm just gonna explain it as an overlay. So you can do this same move with a glute band if you do not have a Smith machine. So what you're gonna do is put the glute band right above your knees, so about 2 inches above your knees, and you're gonna take your feet in the back, kind of in like a triangle position like I'm showing you here. So your feet go together in the back, make sure your feet are flat, do not bring your toes up. And then as you squat down, you wanna make sure your toes are not up, as you can tell. Just like that, bring them down, bring them together. Squat down, tap your booty to the top of your heels, and then squeeze back to the top. The same explanation that I showed you just a second ago with the Smith machine, you're gonna do the same thing here, and it works just as well. Okay, so it cut off, but we're doing 15 of these, okay? The squats, the glute squats. So those are floor squats, that's what I call them tonight. Everybody calls them something different, that's what I call them. We're gonna do 15 of those. We're gonna do 12 to 15 sissy squats. Sissy squats they look super easy, but they're really, really challenging. So the first tip I can give you is find something you can hold on to that it's around your same height, to where when you're standing up, you can hold on, your elbows are slightly bent. Not something that's too high, not something that's too low, okay? Now, first step, with the actual move, your feet are gonna be right underneath your hips. You're gonna bring up on the balls of your feet, so up on your toes. You're gonna lean backwards, so you're not sitting down, you're going backwards and sitting down kind of at the same time. Now we're gonna show you the full angle, but holding on tight, you're not using this for the move, you're just using it for balance. So don't put your weight on this, just use for balance. We're gonna come up, we're gonna ease down, light, slightly backwards, squeeze into the quads, up back to the top. So you're gonna kind of lean forward as you come to the top. Going back down again, back, and your neck stays on. Squeeze back up. Down. Squeeze it. Nice burn in the quads without any weight, just your own body weight. 12 to 15 of these, and we'll start back and do them again. We got 3 full sets of this too.